get more views on your old YouTube videos, and the best part.
Hello, everybody. Let's see if we can jump in here. All right. Hopefully that's not too loud. Seems loud. Turn it down. Seems incredibly quiet now. Well, welcome. Let's just see. I gotta wait for it to catch up. Yeah, I gotta wait. All right. So welcome, everybody. Let's just jump in here. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a great weekend. Basically, I'm just going to be giving a quick run over. There's going to be a video version of everything we're going to cover today. Everything, really, which we've been doing for the last week. Let us know if there's any problems with the audio. Hoping it's good. It's pretty much the same as we had it last week. This is stream number 3. I think this is probably going to be a good way to sort of do this regular feature anyway. I'll let the stream warm up, and once a few people have jumped in, we can get into doing some stuff. So, like I say, welcome. Thanks for joining. Just trying to make sure I've still got the thing open here so I can see if you guys want to ask anything, whatnot. So, we may as well get started where we're starting. DJZ Nodes has got itself a bit of an update. After we did the project path file node, I started updating a lot of the nodes, a lot of the workflows, so that we're using that now. And obviously we've got new workflows which I've dropped already. So you should be able to just grab them. DJZ workflows on GitHub. Just git clone it. Put it wherever you want. I git cloned mine directly into comfyui. There's a video up about that. The music you're listening to is generated with Udio, so hopefully we won't get copyright claimed on any of that. This is DJZ Old Gods, and I want to tell you all about it over the next however long we've got tonight. Now, the difference between this video and the video that's going to come out is the video that's coming out is 20 minutes long, and I don't have time to show you anything cool. It's difficult with the YouTube format. Like, how am I supposed to? This is why we're making the members only section. But the Sunday live stream is something I'll be doing every week. I'm going to try and make it at this time every Sunday. We're going to do some community Lora. We're going to check out some community Loras. So that's penciled in for in about half an hour, 25 minutes. So if you have a Lora which you have trained, drop the link into our Discord. We've got a section there. If you share it, I'd be glad to take a look. I love looking at other people's work. It's so much fun. So what is DJZ Old Gods? Let's dive into the actual workflow. No, let's dive into the data set. I want to show you what I trained this on first. Okay, so at the risk of revealing all my secrets, let me just see if I can just jump into the backup of my latest. This is just the current stuff from like this month and the end of last month. Let me know if I'm coming through good on the audio, guys. So far, it seems okay, I guess. So what I want to do is I want to show you this Old Gods model, right? Because a lot of people are asking, you know, because these are the images we have here. Just to give you the quick rundown. The V0, that's a fast flux train. So when you go on Civit, obviously you've got two choices. You can use your own custom parameters for training, or you can use the fast trainer. Now, the fast trainer is always the single digit version, because I like to get the model out quick so people can have a play around with it, right? But the full train version is the double digits. Okay, so that's how that works. And it's the same for all of them. They're all done the same because I'm going to be using them for comparisons in the course. But for now, what I wanted to do was to show you, like, what the hell, you know, how do you get these images? And it's actually a sublimination trick. You're like, what? Sublimination? What are you talking about, Johnson? Well, I'm going to show you. So it's actually really simple. Let's take a look at its features. So look at this. Oh, I love this stuff. So that's Midjourney version 3. Okay. A nice image. All right. It's more of an aesthetic with a style to it, if you see what I mean. Let's see if I can go. Can I get this? This is as big as it is. That might be as big as it is. There we go. It's as big as it goes, guys. So I deliberately went into, I renewed my Midjourney sub, and I deliberately went in with a bunch of old prompts I had from, I want to say 2022, and basically recreated a whole bunch of stuff and then had it upscale with their new upscaler. Right? So this is technically better than it would have been had I made it 2 years ago, but it is actually using the MJ model from way back then. And then I'm playing a game of telephone with LLMs and Flux, because this isn't really anything, right? But if you ask an LLM, what's here? And then you say, right, now denoise it and make it how you think it is. It'll correct it and try to make it how it thought it was. And that is how I did it, okay? Simple. It's a game of telephone with multiple AI. So because this kind of image is, I love the style. So if it manages to actually learn any of this, I'm like, yes. Because I kind of like this noisiness. It's kind of like a chipped glass or amethyst or amber or something. There's just something to it which I really like. And I find that nicer than the kind of artifacts that we get now with the modern AIs make different types of mistakes, the modern engines. So what I'm basically doing is I'm deliberately making this type of image, and then I'm going to play telephone with it. So stage one was to take these images. Let's have a look at a couple more. Why not? Let's have a look at a couple more. Yeah. So, I mean, look, if you squint, you might see an octopus with one eye, with two monks sitting on either side and a portal in the background. You know, if you like squint. Because obviously, what is the AI supposed to make of this? I guess there's a candle at the bottom. That's easy. It's this. What the heck is this? So I'm kind of like forcing the AI to try and interpret the image. Right. So that's step one, right? And then when we actually look at the captions that I've used, oh man, that's a lot of white. Okay, we're going to have a look at this in Comfy. That's a lot of white. Let's have a look at a typical output from One Vision, Lava One Vision, right? So all the new system is going to be using Lava One Vision. First thing is creating these tags. So this will be for your clip L format. I put them at the end. And then this would be for your T5XXL. So I'm doing a little test here, right? It says 360 tokens. The published version says 360 characters. And that's deliberate. I've been testing the two, because there's merit in doing either. See, if you decide to go for the T5 long form token, right? So 360 tokens. You go for that one. It's going to be much longer, which is great for training, but it's less elastic. So when you make it brief, 360 characters, there's more it can hook into. It's because you're being less specific. But I think, well, I can show you, because like I said, I've already done it all. This is the beauty of this. I've already done it. So the mutation is here. And what we've done is I've applied Crump. Last week, we took a look at a style trained by someone in the community, Robert Crumb style. And so I've crumbed the previous data set using what I had, but at high denoise. So here you go. There's a candle at the bottom. There's an octopus with a halo. That's the same image we were just looking at. So this is, it's like a game of telephone, right? You increase the boost and increase the denoise, and it generated this entirely on its own. But it was actually done using this Midjourney image. No, wait, not that one. That one. And it's kind of ignored the people in this one. In other versions, it doesn't. So cool. And like I said, it's sort of like an abstract surreal. Here you go. In fact, just wait. That one? I want to say it was that one. Let me just have a look, see. No. Back. The 11. Find the one that we were just looking at. Oh yeah, look, see, there's your crumbs. Got a book and a candle there. There isn't anything with the same arrangement I was just looking at there. I could have sworn I found one earlier and it was like, oh yeah, look, you can just see it right there. No, it's not in there. Well, an eye with a circle again. It's like, what did it learn? But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is that the first step was to just caption it with the new system. So I provided the One Vision Re-Caption workflow for that purpose. You can find it in the DJZ workflows. It's inside PhotoFlux. If you go into captioning tools, you'll see them all here. So we're going to be taking a look at a couple of these. The one that we're looking at is that one, Caption Tools One Vision Recaption. And this is just a way to revive an old data set. So if you have a 1.5, a 2.1, you know, anything which is below the current 1024 base that most models are trying to train on, it's possible to feed the images in here and it will adjust and optimize the size of the images with the minimal cropping. If there is any cropping, it'll find the best aspect ratios and it's fine. Okay. I think all of these images are square right here. But then it increments through the folder, sets your path. You can put your trigger token in. And then it's going to combine everything together, sort your file paths out for you. I think we do a .text for the text file. And then there's the end prompt. Or rather, that's the new caption, I should say. And then it doesn't actually touch the images, although it does keep a copy for reference. But it's going to use the file name to make this, which means you can just copy all the caption files out in one go and chuck them in your model. So that's what that one's for. And yeah, see here I've used characters, not tokens. So like I said, I've been comparing the results of either. Haven't actually done the testing on that, so I can't say. But like I said, I'm leaning towards longer captions giving you more detail, but shorter captions being like more elastic, so you can use them. Okay. So this right here is the remix tool. So basically, I can just put in my data set up here. So, you know what? Let's pick one. Could just use the old gods data set. Why not? Use that one. Okay. And then I'll just say live stream 3. Trigger token. Well, technically this is old gods, but it will interpret it however I want. So I wonder what it is I want to do. We'll go with Cyber Society. See what happens. This is going to be an interesting experiment. So Cyber Society style. This is another model. Okay, and then checking up here, what do we got? So we've got it on input 2. What the hell's going on here? It's interesting. Right, so input 2 is 2.0. That's not used for anything yet at the moment. We've got Black Sun, right? So let's just turn all the Loras off for now. Turn all these off so I can see what it's actually doing. So I got so many more models since I made this mix. Let's go with 1 and 1. Turn that down a bit. Then I think we'll probably just give this one a number. So what I'm doing is like separate for today. Right. It looks like I'm ready to go. I just want to, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the images and then we're going to ask the AI what it thinks it is, and then that will go first and then this will come afterwards. So if I go with something more generic, right? So how about I go with this DJZ S3 captions, and it's going to whack that on at the back. I'll take these triggers out. Okay. Leave the string in. Yeah, I think that's good to go. All right. So what's it going to do? Okay, it's still warm somehow. It's going to interpret the image first. That's not warm. That'll take a minute, right? While it's doing that, let's take a look at a different model. So as I was saying, what we've done is we've mutated the fast train, which is always single digit, with the, and then the full train, which is double digit, 0 being the original data set, just recaptioned with the new system, and then the V1, V11, and further, they're all mutated with different LoRa injections to make a new data set with various different denoise strengths. So, this one was done with Robert Crumb, and like I said, you can see the style there. How have I ended up over here? Yeah. Oh, look at that, V11. So this one was mutated with Robert Crumb, like I say. I keep repeating myself, but yeah, it's fine. So you can see the shading style if you zoom in on these images. I don't know why it doesn't let me. Okay. And then this is more like the Cyber Ninja on its own. Cool. Then we went across and we did women. So woman is an original style from DJZ Zenkai from 2.1. So what I did was I took a bunch of those photos and retrained them into Flux, but originally just using just the original images and the new captioning system. I think originally we were actually using U-Form Gen Qwen. It's Qwen. QWEN. And like I said, that workflow is also in the workflows. It's just this one here, Shift Vision Recaption V90. So all the newer stuff is using One Vision. So currently we're looking at this one now, Photo Shift One Vision. That's what this one is. So loads the image directory in here. You got Photo Flux across here with the LoRa stack. There's your prompt injection, so you can put like whatever LoRa triggers you need. There's the vision section, which is saying, oh, what the hell is this, with 2 LLMs, putting it all together, throws it in. There's your image to image section. And then you've got my Flux boosted upscaler here, which is going to do a lot of help enhancing the detail. And then again, we got the color correction with LUT with .cube format there. I'm doing D-log. And then finally, we got another. So we tell it, we say, what is it now? Right? Look at my mouse going crazy from the GPU lag. And then what it's going to do is it's going to make the new data set. And then the last piece of the puzzle is you can rename. So if the images come out with like the _0000, the Comfy makes this automatic extension to all output images. And I made a script that will just remove them all. You drop that in the folder and do Python rename images, and it'll take away all the 00001 numbers that it added to the images. And then you just train it, just like that. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Oh no! Look at this. See, I've reserved 1 GB of memory so I can stream. And it's complaining. Give me a sec. No pending upload. Yeah. Look at that though. There's there's the thing, and there's the caption. What was it complaining about? Didn't save the image. Where did it get stuck? Got stuck here. Alright, I'll try something. Whoops. I'll just make the image that we put in to the thing smaller, see if that helps. How big are the images? They should be just 1024 by 1024. Let's find out. You know what? It might be that streaming takes up that last 100 meg. I don't know. It seemed to work okay. Yeah, there we go. See, I did want to do both in one prompt. What's going on here? Something has no thing replace. Ah, right, okay. Is that... No... Replace. Here. Click text encode. Yeah. What's she talking about, Willis? It'd be nice if it showed me the red thing. Where'd it get stuck? Ah, there. Okay. Replace. Int object has no object. Replace. Extra place. Sound like something I did? Hang on. So, switch. Switch on int, yeah. Switch conditioning. Second node. 2. 2. No, that's correct. What's going on? Something doesn't like it. Well, now you get to see me figure it out live, I guess. What the hell's going on? Trigger token cyber society style. It's coming in. Is it just comfy being comfy? Let's do that first, actually, before I start going mental. Because the thing is, it worked earlier. Hang on. Increment 2, yeah. Old gods, yeah. Could it be? No, it should be ignoring. It should be ignoring. What if it's not though? What if it's actually trying to load text files like a dummy? I don't know. I think I've done it already before. I don't think I've been using like a dedicated folder with no images in it or anything. I think I've just been using my existing dataset. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have actually. All right, well, the easiest way to solve it is to actually go to the proper, wherever that is. So I'll be here. No, that's what I already have. Kill that, go back, refresh. It's this one actually. Refresh this one. What's that then? Good times. Right, is it still broken? Save it. Or I start tearing it out. It could just be the sheer weight of 5,000 Chrome tabs. You know, we'll see. Not really much I can do about that. Can't close them. Right. Okay. Let's see if it manages it this time. It should. Like I said, this was working earlier. I've done all of these models. Like I've done what, 25 models in the last 4 days. And I think, like I said, I did it all with this. So it's like, I don't know what replace means. And it could be that it's just not getting an output from something. I do like that. Yeah. Okay. Selected input 2. Cool. Yeah, it's done the first one. Done the second one. Is it through the clip? Where is it? Dual clip loader. It's up at the clip loader somewhere. It's loading clip. Right. Yeah, I mean, that looks okay. Nothing. I haven't accidentally jogged anything. Welcome to anybody who's recently joined. Thank you very much for coming along. Is it going to explode? What's going on? Loading the model. I need to see it break, otherwise I'd go and show you something else real quick. So this is the image it's trying to load. Cool image. Looks kind of cosmic. Looks like something that, like, you know, they might pick up with a space telescope. And then it has given me the caption of image depicts a surreal and cosmic scene with an ethereal glow emanating from the center. I won't, you know, read the whole thing out, but there it is. Ooh, celestial started repeating itself, but then I've stopped it from saying much, and it doesn't like it when you only ask it to give it short answers. Wait a minute. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. For a minute there, I thought I was being crazy. So. Int object has no attribute replace. And normally that's a big tip. So int. Yeah, that's not... What the heck? Yeah, something's... What the heck? There's an... Why is there an int coming out of this? This is supposed to be conditioning. And these are text. Well, it should be a string. It should be a string coming out of this. So I don't know what's happened, but I know how to fix it. So, right. Switch any. So for some reason, the type of file changed. So I need to... Yeah, the input's there. Wait a minute. Yeah, look. Okay, so what's happened is the selection, the number that you get from a switch, which in this case is 1 or 2 to determine the operation of text to image or image to image. That's what it does. But it also switches up height, denoise. It does all kinds of stuff. So what's happened for whatever reason is the integer has somehow found its way into the input, which has broken all the outputs, right? So it's gone from being a text switch for conditioning to being an integer switch. So obviously the way you fix it is you make a new switch and then you put the 2 string outputs that you want into it like that. And then select, because I want it to feed from the other one, so they all work off of one. I'm just going to use convert select to input. And then I'm going to put that to the select, right? And then we're going to go ahead and take the string. See, now it says string, not int. So this never would have worked like this. So I don't know what's happened. But for whatever reason, it's fudged itself. So yeah. And then we're going to have the show text, which is just for us to look at. Right there. And then I'll just delete that. And then we're done. It's back to how it should be. I don't know how the heck that happened. I mean, it could be that I've accidentally dragged that into that, but I can't see how I did it. But I'm just trying to give him an out here because it looks like it just suddenly changed to from a string switch to an integer switch, which is a bit funky. But I won't doubt it. Let's see if we've fixed it, shall we? Yo, Great Hawken, welcome. I think we did it by reading the bug. I actually tried to pay attention to what the bug message said. Int has no object replace. Like, I think Comfy was more confused than me. Yeah, with what I'd done. Yeah, thanks, Hawken. That was fun, actually. So I actually kind of enjoyed that. I don't know what it is, but I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. Okay, let's save that. And so, as I say, we are currently loading this beautiful Mid-Journey version 3 image, which you could interpret if you squint. If you squint, you could think that was many things. And I think that's kind of what happens with the vision LLMs. You give it an image which is, you know, like this. And the LLM is like, space? An angel? It usually picks something cosmic. And so, obviously, my Loras are to push it in a direction. So, obviously, with my Loras and my injections here, what we can do is we can say, I want to make sci-fi stuff. So I can turn the dark sci-fi model on here, the Black Sun. We could go for like, I don't know, do I have like a better one? I do have better ones now. I have Black Sun 44. I got Cyber Ninja. I like 00 myself, but 1 is good. And then what was that? Not the True World I'm training. What have I got on the woman's side of things? Let me see. Made so many. Right. 33, I think, is the latest one. Unless there's a lowercase woman hiding out. Yeah, there are. There are lowercase women hiding out at the bottom of the list. I need to sort that out. So 33, 44, and then Cyber Society. I could have sworn I had something higher. See, 00 would be like true to the original, but I want to get all my mutations. So Cyber Society's down here. There's another one up here. That's the originals. So I guess it must be that one. Let's just double check here. So I've got Old Gods, which I haven't even got loaded right now. Cyber Ninja had 00 and 11. So 11 is the crumped version. Okay. And then the woman stuff, if I go to 33, it's all this really super artistic stuff. But it has got a heavy bias to, you know, making a woman doing a pose in the frame. Cyber Society and Black Sun for the different types of sci-fi stuff. B44 is the most recent model, though. So I'm eager to test that out. Black Sun Empire music. It would. Is it even royalty free? I haven't got it, but I'm always willing to add more stuff to the playlist. Basically, I'm using udio.com gens for the music, just so I don't get done. Okay. It's not too loud, is it, by the way? I try to get the volumes right. So we've looked at One Vision Re-Caption. This is the new workflow which is used to change any 1.5 or 2.1 workflow into a Flux workflow. It's also useful for just redoing your own captions. I am going to make an append version which won't destroy your captions. It'll like look for your captions and then add what it thinks onto the end, which might be better than just giving you guys a trigger token. So it'd be more lightweight as well, because I wouldn't need to do two-part thing. I could just do one prompt and then maybe have it look for the text file. I might either look for or write a custom node that's going to basically, you know how at the moment we're loading an image, right? Well, wouldn't it be cool if I could get it to search for the same image and then like maybe a load image batch node, which gave you the pair, so you could pull the existing caption with the existing image. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you know, maybe someone else has already made it. I don't know. I'll look into it. But I had the idea of appending the LLM prompt to the end of your prompt, and then you'll end up with, you know, your caption where it says style, and then it'll append. And you might even be able to get it to, like, you know, absorb what's there, and then use that, you know, so it's not just a repeat. It's not just a repeat. It would be like, oh, well, he already actually said that, so I'll just either reword it, or, do you know what I mean? Or something like that. I figured something out. Anyway. That's where I'm at, basically. I've spent the last 5 days looking at this this dataset mutation thing, and it's super powerful. I mean, oh, okay, look at that. So we got our first image back. That's crazy. This is the sort of stuff that I like. I mean, look, this is a particular sort of surrealist abstract style, but it's really interesting to see the stuff that it's pulling out of this image here. So cool. And the best part is that the first thing this thing's going to do is it's going to immediately upscale it for me. So it's going to take a while to do the upscale. I might tweak the stuff to make it as quick as possible, guys. But it might not. The images might not be as good as they can be. At the moment, I'm running 12 steps on the upscaler, and I think 12 steps on the main. But this is all Schnell. So technically, I should be doing 4 steps here, and I should be doing 4 steps here. But I find tripling the steps helps. Makes it look nice. Takes longer, but makes it look nice. So what are you going to do, you know? You want it to look nice. So, but yeah. So that's what we've been doing. I've got a whole bunch of Midjourney V3 images here that are very noisy. You see what I mean? How did it get a bunch of skeletons? It made a bunch of skeletons from that. Did it actually say that in the prompt? Let me read the prompt again. Did it say there's a bunch of skeletons? I swear it didn't. It said an octopus-like appearance. Yeah. Stars, yeah, cool. Octopus, tentacle, celestial. And then a group of people standing on top of a giant ship in the sky. That's from my random prompt generator, that is. That was added in with some string painting. So I guess those guys are on top of the ship. I guess. I find it really interesting how it kind of stuff leaks out of the model memory with this. I think that's interesting. Anyway. Right, so we were putting this model together. So this is basically the... has it done the same thing here? It's done the same thing! Oh, you know what this is? I think I've discovered what broke it in the first place. Impact pack update. The impact pack updated, and they put the... look, where is the thing? It says input 1, 2, 3, 4. But there was only 2 inputs. So like, for example, if I go inputs, convert select to widget. See, that's supposed to be a select. So something balked with the impact node, which potentially means that every workflow I have that uses that. Well, no, I only recently did this string swap, switch. I only recently did the string switch. So it won't be everything, actually. Because what it was on text to image, you want a prompt generator. And on image to image, you want a division, which is how it was originally set up. And then I made like a combination where it does both. What the heck is this? Yeah, there's some funky stuff going on here. So I just delete that. Let's just clean this up. So I've got a string paint at the end. So I've got a string weight here. So what I could do is I could put this guy into this. And it's on image to image mode. And then it's going to go really prompt vision at the end. And then obviously when that's not correct. It's should be, well, yeah, that's fine. You don't need a switch. That's fine. Go like that there. There we go. Don't need a switch. Oh my gosh, it's lagging out, guys. Have a look at this then. We got the upscale in, flux upscale. Like I said, it's sort of sharpened up all of the edges. It's reformed a lot of the features and just generally tidied it up and made it a bit more coherent than it was. And then the LUT has brought out the color range. So now this looks really good. So it's like I wanted to have Flux style artwork that was with the same aesthetic as sort of Midjourney version 3 noise. Because if you zoom in on it, the noise is more like that broken glass kind of feel. It's got this multicolored splodging. I don't know. It's like a chromatic aberration everywhere, but it's not. I don't know. I just find it more appealing than the cross-hatching and the grid that you normally get when it doesn't know what to do. And it's kind of imagined this on its own out of nothing. And then, as I say, the final step is it runs one more time through the thing, and then we get what it thinks it made. So it thinks that is surreal cosmic artwork featuring essential glowing orbs surrounded by various mystical creatures and elements. And the funny thing is that if you train this, mystical creatures becomes a trained token to this style, along with everything else. So it's actually a really good way to make like a more elastic model because it covers more token association in the neural net that you're building. Well, that's how I interpret it working anyway. And yeah, so you end up with this. Why is it? Ah, yeah. It doesn't get resized. This branch doesn't get resized. It just goes straight through to the save node. So this would actually be like a 2K image as well. So it's a very high quality image. It's not like a thumb. It's 2x. That's nice. Now, obviously, this takes forever, so we're not going to do that. It takes too long. We're going to do this. What have we got? We've got Thor remain sneaking. We're not going to use that. Let's go with Black Sun V4 to start. We haven't actually got a Lora loaded, and this isn't even correct. Right, so actually, this is a good one. So this is the previous setup. So the previous setup used Uform Gen 2 Quen, which is actually a bit more memory efficient than the current Lava Vision I've got. So if I'm being real, the Lava 1 Vision does use quite a bit of memory up. So I, like I said, kept this for that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to nick this section of code here. Pinch it. Just kind of plant it in place. So let's see. So if we just go there. Alright, there it is. And then it's the same thing. So I'll put that one in at position 2. So the only difference is my prompt comes second, not first. The vision will come first on this one. And then I guess I just want to take that to there. And we can just scoop that out. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Just updated for the one vision. Alright. Now, what have I got it hooked up to here? Why is it coming out of there? Oh, no, that's correct. That is correct. It just looks weird. That is actually correct. Okay. Yeah, it's using this. See, this is the funny thing. This is why I get so confused. See, we were using Quen, right? And this is Quen 2. So this is why I get so confused, because everything's like almost the exact same names, because I guess it's all the same stuff, I guess. Right. So we wanted to put it on 4-step. In fact, that was something that I just did, but I don't want to make it there. It takes too long, man. Let's go for 4 steps here. What have we got on the Lora stack? Nothing. One thing. Got one thing. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? See, in fact, I was already leading you guys down a path, so we'll go back over there. We'll go back over there. It's getting too schizo. See, we've already got something here. And I could have sworn I was like, oh, I'm going to turn these on now. Yeah. we'll do that first. Turn on the Cyber Society and not the True World. On. On. Okay, and it's Black Sun and Cyber Society. So in order to make sure that they actually work, I'll just come in here and say Cyber Society style. Oh my gosh. I'm not trying to shout though. Cyber Society style. 0.8. So it's strong, but it's not like overpowered. And I do tend to just put a space either side because I'm never really sure what is allowing you to do that and what isn't. Where we go? Cyber Society style. I don't remember what I picked now. Black Sun. Yeah. Black Sun style 0.8. Yeah, that's good. Okay. 0.2 on the denoise. It's going to load another mid-journey up. But this time we'll have the Lora stack engaged and everything. It's currently weighting this at 0.8, which should be... It should be even. But there will be a bias to the vision prompt because it's so big and it does have a slightly higher weight. We do not need 2 string paints though. It's overkill. Okay. We've turned it down to 4